Ever wonder what happens to the films of a director who consistently churns out content? Sometimes, despite their best efforts, a project slips through the cracks. Guy Ritchie, known for his dynamic style, has had a prolific career, but a few films haven't quite stayed in the cultural conversation. Ritchie burst onto the scene with films like Snatch, instantly recognizable for their fast-paced editing, witty dialogue, and ensemble casts. He's become a master of blending action and comedy and continues to deliver films and television shows almost annually. Uh, um, but with so many projects, some inevitably fade from memory. And so I can play this in my chan. Sometimes timing is everything. Other times a film is overshadowed by bigger releases. And occasionally a project simply doesn't connect with audiences. Let's revisit 5 films from Guy Ritchie's filmography that deserve another look. First up is Swept Away, 2002. Following the success of his British gangster films, Ritchie began a relationship with Madonna, and the pair collaborated on this remake of an Italian romance. The story centers on a spoiled socialite stranded with the yacht's deckhand and a slow burn romance. Um, Unfortunately, the film didn't land with audiences or critics, and the chemistry between the leads felt flat, and the story lacked the spark of the original. While not a total disaster, Swept Away has largely been forgotten, though it remains an interesting footnote in both Ritchie and Madonna's careers. Next is Revolver. This is Revolver. This existential gangster thriller reunited Ritchie with Jason Statham, but took a darker and more philosophical turn. Um, Statham plays a gambler seeking revenge, um, but finds himself facing internal struggles. Um, Despite a strong cast and Ritchie's signature style, Revolver was criticized for its convoluted plot and pretentious themes. Uh, uh, it's a messy but fascinating film, um, with some creatively staged action sequences and a compelling performance from Statham. It remains a cult favorite for those who appreciate Ritchie's more experimental side, and in 2017, Ritchie attempted to launch a cinematic universe with King Arthur: Legend of the Sword. This reimagining of the Arthurian legend starred Charlie Hunnam as the titular hero and promised a grand interconnected story. However, the film was a critical and commercial failure. The screenplay um, was unfocused, the action was overwhelming, and the film lacked the magic of classic Arthurian tales. The planned sequels were quickly abandoned, leaving Legend of the Sword as a cautionary tale of franchise ambitions gone awry. Then came a surprising turn with Aladdin. Ritchie took on the challenge of directing a live action remake of the beloved Disney animated classic Secret. This proved to be a massive success, becoming his highest grossing film. However, Aladdin is so different from his usual work that it's often overlooked in discussions of his filmography. It's a charming and colorful musical, but it's the least Guy Ritchie of his films. It demonstrates his versatility, but it's easy to forget that he directed it. Finally, we have Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre. Um, 2023. This breezy spy caper reunited Ritchie with Jason Statham, um, offering a lighter and more comedic take on the story. Involves a secret agent tasked with retrieving a dangerous device from an arms dealer. The film had a somewhat troubled release, uh, but it's a fun and entertaining romp with a likable cast. It feels like an Ocean's movie with a focus on stylish visuals and charming characters. And I think uh, it's a reminder that Ritchie can still deliver a good time, even when he's not reinventing the wheel. So there you have it. 5 films from Guy Ritchie's career that deserve a second look. Uh, from flawed experiments to unexpected genre shifts, uh, these films offer a glimpse into the evolution of a talented and versatile director. And if you're looking for a director who consistently delivers entertainment, Guy Ritchie is always a safe bet. Uh, Speaking of safe bets, did you know that Guy Ritchie, once trying to direct a film about a squirrel who solves crimes, it was scrapped after the squirrel kept stealing the props? Um, with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.